down on how we came to the CEO Mastermind event and polling a lot of our business owners, CEOs, and presidents, having that sounding board or that advisory board that you can sound off different issues, successes, failures, and kind of have that fresh new experience of someone that can understand what you're going through at a certain business cycle as you're starting to grow, as you're starting to triple, if you've gone through a turnaround, having that kind of sounding board that you can have someone that can help you through those types of experiences that's a peer, that you can go off of best practices as well as personal experiences. In addition, one of the top things that usually comes up is I wish I had a better handle on the financial state of my business. That's how Dynamic Advisory Solutions and Renaissance Executive Forums came together to kind of put together the CEO.
My name is Antoine Duboclard. I'm the president of Media Genesis. How many of you are familiar with the company? I've got a few people in the room. Great. Well, for those of you not familiar, we do web development, we do branding, we do identity, and most importantly, we do business consulting on how to use the web for most businesses. And that's the trait that's perhaps the hardest to find. It's quite easy to find people who can code, who can design. But
monitoring and projection tools. Again, talked about budgeting, talked about projections, interfacing with the client, getting an idea of what that looks like in terms of what the future is going to look like, and having an idea and have that working knowledge. Integration and understanding why. And I think this is a real disconnect because I think a lot of people in general avoid bringing in the accountants into the room when they want to do the cool, fun, sexy stuff because they say, okay, they're just going to kill this, they're going to make it, just drain it. But the reality is having that person in there with the respect for that and that team building concept that you want, even if it's going to be the devil's advocate. I mean, accountants are great at that. I mean, again, accountants can be the most negative people in the world because they say all the reasons why you shouldn't do something. And again, I get it because I'm wired that way too to some degree. But at the end of the day, I mean, having that integration piece
talked
is huge.
About the power that leaders could generate by having what he called organized knowledge. And he defined organized knowledge as infinite intelligence, accumulating experiences, and doing experiments and research. And then he used the term mastermind, and he said the best way to accumulate this kind of organized knowledge was through mastermind groups, where a group of people come together with an idea of learning from each other. They have a common goal, a common purpose, and they meet to exchange ideas, share experiences, and exchange knowledge.